Today, we will start our training program for 3ds Max. If you can see here in the screen, I will be opening the 3D Max, and how to do that is this. Just double click the menu, then this one will appear. Now, this is called the user interface of 3D Max. But before for that, what is really the purpose of 3D Max? Because there are lots of what we call this one as BIM softwares. BIM means building information modeling. Now, what we are focusing here in 3D Max is really modeling. There's a lot of softwares like SketchUp, Revit, and we have the new softwares Lumion 11. Now, some are getting confused and compared 3ds Max to Lumion 11. But before for that, I will go for the SketchUp. Now, for the SketchUp, this is free. You can download this one. You can use this one. But again, when it comes to speed and accuracy, I would rather go to 3D Max. Now, I will go to Revit. When it comes to Autodesk Revit, compared to 3ds Max, this is the same company with Autodesk. But again, when it comes to building information modeling, Revit is much better when you will do the 2D at the same time 3D. Now, when it comes to 2D, it's called two-dimensional. They're focusing for that and then directly go to 3D. So if you are making a complete working drawing or something like that with details, I'll go for Revit. So why I choose 3D Max for 3D modeling? I would say it's accurate, fast, and the most, we say, user-friendly if you know how to use it. Now, nowadays, they are comparing 3ds Max and Lumion 11. My dear friends, you cannot compare that one. Why? In Lumion 11, that is not the best area for 3D modeling, but for final rendering in partnership with 3D Max, that is the best. So why I'm talking like that? This is what will happen. We will prepare the 3D models, the objects that we need, and we will import to Lumion 11 so that we can have the best result for rendering. So again, they are not in competition, they are friends. So it's like this. You make the model in 3D Max and transfer it to Lumion 11 so that you can have the best result. But again, you can do this one in 3D Max also. Whatever the features in Lumion 11 have here in 3D Max, but the problem is this. You need a strong computer and you have a lot of time of color rendering. Again, if you are using the plug-in Berry, it will take time, a minimum of 16 hours rendering for your perspective. So let's not go far with that. So we will start. Okay, what you can see here in the screen is this. This is the user interface of the 3ds Max. So you have here, if I will click here, on the left side bottom, you can see the green colored little m. You can see here and how to open the 3ds Max. We have the new, it means new project. Reset, you will reset the project. Open, so you can open existing 3ds Max. Save, you can save the work that you are using. Save as, you can rename. Import, you can import non-native file formats into 3ds Max. You can merge, insert objects from external 3ds Max files into the current scene, or replace objects in the current 3ds Max and with object from an external file, and then export again. You can export non-native file formats from the current 3ds Max. Example, AutoCAD. So example, if you have a file in AutoCAD, you can import that one in 3ds Max and then you will render it also. So again, AutoCAD, Revit, and 3ds Max is the same company. So they are connecting with each other. Now export to DWF, export the current 3ds Max in a file in the DWF format. So you can insert it here. So there's a lot. This is user friendly. Whatever format you have, as long as it's connected to 3D, you can import it here. Now, this one, send, you can send to soft image, send to motion builder, and send to Madbox. And here, reference also. You can do for inherit container, insert container that references an external definition file into the current scene. Now, xref objects. Insert a referenced objects from external 3D Xmax files into the current scene. And then here we have xref scene. Insert a reference to an external 3ds Max file into the current scene. And then the last one, we have the file link manager. Insert a link to a drawing, the XF or PVX file into the current scene. So this is what will happen. If I have to draw something, for example, a perspective of a building, I can put a lot of things like human pictures, posters, cars, or something like that. That is different. I can attach that anytime I want. That is different from 3D. There are 3D tools also, reading materials that we can use in 3D Max that you can just drag and paste, then include that one in rendering. Now here, in the second to the last, we have the manage 3ds Max assets. Now, this is projects folder. This is a folder to be the root of the current 3ds Max project. Now, the asset tracking, manage assets and paths in the current 3ds Max scene. And then here, the last one, properties. Show details information about the current 3ds Max scene. And then, file properties, set user defined data to save with the current 3ds Max file. So those are the options. Now, this is what happened. If you are making the 3D, of course, mostly, if some of you are studying engineering graphics, mostly if you are engineering students, engineering graphics focuses on geometric figures. So when I'm talking about geometric figures, we have here the box, sphere, cylinder, cone, circle, or something like that. But again, what are the geometric figures? It is divided into two parts. So the two parts is this. The first part is the 2D. Again, if we are talking about two-dimensional, it means it's like you're watching a movie. In 2D, it's not just flat, nothing else. If you are watching again a box cinema movie, compared 2D to 3D, in 3D movies, you will be given an extra glass. You will wear that one during and the rest of the movie. If you will see that one, you will feel the experience that all the objects, all the things that you can see in the movies are in a three-dimensional method. So let's start. So here, class, I would say, my dear friends, if you have 2 eyes, I have 2 eyes. In 3D Max, you will be given 4 eyes. So it means, I'm not joking, really. When I talk about eyes, it means that is your visual views in 3D Max. In 3D Max, you can see 4 views. It means you have 4 eyes. So how to do that? I will just click here, the maximize viewport toggle. Check what happened. I will click now. It become 4 views now. The first one here, this is the top. The second to the right, this is the front. And then the left, this is the left side. And then the perspective in the fourth icon. So just an example. We are talking about 3D, and a few minutes ago, I tell you that 3D Max is the most fast and most accurate when it comes to 3D. Only for 3D. When it comes to 2D, I would say AutoCAD is the best and the fastest. And when it comes to detailing, I would rather go to Revit. So let's start. So just an example, I will create a cube. What I will do, class, is just click here. This is the standard primitives toolbar. I can see here box, sphere, cylinder, torus, teapot, cone, geosphere, tube, and pyramid, and a plane. So let's start. Now, first thing to do, if you are making this one, please click to the top. So if you will click to the top, you can see the yellow line here. Attached here, the yellow line. If you want that your current view is in the front, you just click here. The yellow line will transfer. So let's start. I will create a box. Make sure you will be on the top and check what happened, my dear friends. See? You can see instantly the box in the perspective. So another example, I will create a cone. So how does it look like the cone? So again, it will be look like this. I can move anytime I want. See? If you can see in the perspective, accurate and fast. Now let's say cylinder. How I will do that? Just click, drag, just like that. Pyramid. I will create a pyramid. By the way, it's boring. Only one color. If you want, you can change by clicking the right white icon. You can change the color as you want. Just as easy as that. This is a very user-friendly toolbars for 3D modeling. See? So just as easy as that. Anytime you can change the colors and anytime you can create within just one click. So let's continue. So these are the standard primitives. So for example, here I will create a plane so that I have a ground. So check what happens. I already have the plane. So if you can see, these are my objects now. Within just 1 minute, you can see a lot of things. So teapot, if I will create a teapot, it's already ready to view. I will change the color. Okay, let's say it look like this. Okay, in the plane, I will change the color also. I will go for light green. So this will be look like this. So again, there's a lot of what we call this one, toolbars that you can use. And then here, I will go to extended primitives because this is the standards. Now in extended primitives, there's a lot of things also that you can do. Let's choose Hedra. Click it here. See, I can create a Hedra now. If I will say a chamfer box, it's ready already. It's already been chamfered. See? If I will create an oil tank, so this toolbars is not only for architecture. It includes mechanical or some other things that you need for 3D modeling. So this is like this. Now, if I will go to what we say, uh, uh, let's say capsule, I will say and click and drag, I can create a capsule instantly. So if I will click this one and what's click the maximum toggle, you can see the full views and focus it directly. So this will be look like this now. Now here on the right side, we have here what we call the plane. So this is the orientation north, south, east, and west, and you can drag it and rotate as you like the views that you are the desired view that you want to show. So if you can see this one, I am moving this one, these objects. Very easy. And again, you can focus anywhere you want. Again, you have 4 eyes, means you have 4 views. If I will go for the top, see, I can see on the top like this, focus only on the top. I can change anytime here the wireframe. If I will say shaded, this will be look like that. So if I will go to the front, how does it look like? I will focus now and click the maximum toggle. This will be look like this, but I want it shaded so that it will be look like a realistic thing. So shaded, this will be look like that. Now we'll go to the left side. Just click in here and maximum toggle again. Wireframe will go to shaded. This will be look like this. So imagine you have 4 views like that. Okay. Now, how do we apply this one when it comes to creating modeling? So I will go back here to wireframe because it's better to create wireframe when it comes to 3D modeling. So even here, I will go back to wireframe. I will just use shaded in my perspective. So this one, I will go back to wireframe. So this is what happens now. When we are talking about accuracy, I would say it is perfect dimension. Now, as you can see, when I created the jumper box, the cube, uh, the capsule, the oil tank, I just click it and drag. And you're saying, I am not convinced that this is accurate. Okay, how to make things accurate? It will be like this. I will delete it all. We will start it again. Okay, first thing that we have to do is this. We will create again and go back to standard primitives. Now I will create a box. So if I will create here, the same as just like that. It's very big. Now, if you can see here, the size is 189. By the way, you have here in the customize and you see unit setup, I am using metric. So this is meters. It's very big. I want only the size is 5 meters by 5 meters by 5 meters. This is the actual size of the cube. If you can see, my dear friends. So this is accurate. If you will click here, this is the modifier. You can see the length, width, height, and length segments, width segments, and height segments. So let's start it again. We'll click here. There's a create. This one will show up again the standard primitives. I will create a sphere. So if I will click the sphere here, I am here at the top. This is the view in the front, and this is the view in the left side. Now I will create a sphere. I will just click like that. Now, if you can see here in the right side, it tells us the radius. Now the radius is 2.3. So if I want to change, I want to create this one is just 2.5. See, the changes is like that. Accurate and easy. Now, in architectural courses, we have what we call this one as visual communication. How you can create from one object with a combination from the other object. So it means we will go back again to geometric figures. So just an example, if I will create a simple thing, a baluster, check what will happen. And please watch carefully. We have the 4 views and you can see the changes. Now I will start it on the top. Alignment and accuracy. So let's start here. I will just create a baluster or a railings in the what we call this one in the stairs. So I will change the color for this one. I'd rather choose brown. Okay, this will be look like this. Then how to do that? I will just click this one. By the way, my dear friends, if you can see this one here, the green, that is the y-axis. The x, color red, that is the x-axis. You can drag as you like. You can drag up as you like. Now, I want this one to put it here directly. And if I will go to the front, it will be like that. Manually dragging. But that is not correct. Again, that is not correct. How to do that is this. We have to follow the movements. So if it is y, that is vertical. If it is x, that is horizontal. Again, I repeat. The movements when it comes to 3D Max is y, x, and z. Z, that is any degree you want, 45 degree or something like that. But before for that, this is the toolbar of the move. Okay, so let's start again. How to do this one accurately? So what's closer here on the top? What should I do? Select the sphere. What are the things that I will do? I will choose this one, align. I will click here. Then I will remove Z. I will go to center, center, okay. Now, if you can see in the perspective class, this is what happened. It is in the center, but inside. Now, this time, try to utilize the views that you are using. Again, you have the top, you have the front, you have the left, and you have the perspective. So this time I will go to the front. This time I want this thing up. So I will just click this one. So I will be using y-axis. So I will be using align again. Click the object of destination. I will remove X. I will go to maximum, minimum. It is already here. Check what happened. Now, class, I want to create a baluster, as I have told you. So baluster is just a support or just like a railings in your stairs. Should I create another sphere? Okay, no need. What you will do is click this one here on the right side, edit, clone. Meaning of clone class means copy. Then you will say copy. Okay. And then here align it again. Check what happened. See, you have two objects now. Edit again, clone, copy, click the align. So that is the movements. It's fast. So here class, balusters, I need to modify something. We have also the scale here, uniform scale. Check what happened if I will do that. See, a lot of things I can drag into my desired size. So again, I will move this one and transfer it on the top. See? And then this one, I will copy, edit, clone, copy. Within just seconds, you can create things. So you can see in the perspective, by the way, look at these changes. So edit, clone, copy. If I will say, I already have the baluster. Edit, clone, copy, and then align. So let's go to the perspective. You have the baluster now, as you can see. That is a solid 3D thing. So if you will do this one and copy, I do this one by one before. Now, imagine if I will click this thing like this. See, I can drag as I like. I don't want that will happen because I want this one as fixed as a baluster. So what I will do, class, is this. Highlight. Then after that one, make this one as group. Then after that one, rename this one as baluster. Then click OK. So this is what will happen. If I will say the balusters in the stairs, all you have to do is make the things, a lot of things like this. So check what happened. I will click here, tools. I will use the command array. I want it in the x-axis. I want it every 0.3 meters. The count is 10. Check what happened if I will click OK. Tools, array. The distance is 1. Count is 10. Click if I will say OK. This is what will happen. See? Changes. Undo again. I will go here. Tools, array. I will change the distance now to 10. The count is 10. Check what happened. I have the row of baluster. Repeat it again. Tools, array. Now this time, I don't want in the x-axis. I want to change this one into y-axis. I will put 10. Check what happened. I can create an array directly. If you can see in the perspective, just as easy as that. See? Okay, tools, array again. Okay, so it will be look like that. So imagine things as fast as this. Creating a 3D Max software. No sweat. If you will do this one in an AutoCAD one by one, it will take time. But here in 3D Max, just less time. You can save time. You can save your energy, and then what we say is you have the best result that you can have. Okay. Now, another example here is this. In creating a 3ds Max, we can bend or see a lot of movements for this one. This is animations. I can move, I can walk, or something like that. So just an example here. I will delete this one. I will just create a simple column here. I would say the length would be 0.5. The width would be 0.5. The height will be 30. So this will be look like this. Now I will use tools to make this one an array. Copy this one to multiple things. So I would say in the y-axis, I have 5-meter distance. So check. If I will change this one to different size, I will click the modifier. Check what happened. It doesn't follow here. Only this one will be changed. Because this is the difference between copy and what we call this one. If I will copy it, edit, clone, copy. If this is instance, this will follow. So it will be look like this. I will just undo and go back to from the beginning. If I will create clone, if I will say instance, okay, this is what will happen. Whatever thing that I will change, it will follow. So if I will just modify the one object, all the objects will be getting modified again. So it will follow whatever the changes I made, everything will follow. So look closer here in the perspective. Just an example here. I will change the color so that you can see it clearly. I think red will do. Okay, here. I will just click one object. So you can see that one, the first row. If I will change this one to one, check. Everything's changed. If I will change to one, see, everything changes. If I will change the scale, uniform scale for this one, by the way, it will follow. I will just click one, it will follow. Check. See, it will follow. I can create a numbers. So here, everything is possible in 3D Max. So there's a lot of toolbars that you can create and help you to create the desired things that you want. Okay, just an example here. I will create a building. But again, creating a building will not take time if you have the proper floor plan in it. So this is what happened. I will delete this one again. So this is what happened. I will create a building, a high-rise building, but it will not take time. Just a few minutes. Let's say I can create that one properly. So let's start. So our time now is 9:41. So again, make sure when you are creating a models, you are here in the top. If you can see the two black lines here, the vertical and horizontal, take note, this is the center of the page. So it means the black line going up, this is the y-axis, And then the black line in a horizontal way, this is the x-axis. You can see this one in the perspective here. So this is our orientation. So please follow that one. Make sure that everything is in the center. Now I will start. Again, I will click this one, the create. I will click box because I want to create some columns. Now the size of my column is 0.5. The width is 0.5. And the height will be 27 meter. So I will just click enter. This is what will happen now. I will change the color. I think this is much better. Okay, this is what will happen now. What I will do now is this. I will array this one. I want my column in every 7 meters. So this is the technique. To make a fast 3D, you must have a plan. So again, the plan is made. I would advise do that one in AutoCAD. That is the most accurate thing that you will do in making floor plans. So in AutoCAD, it's fast and again, it's accurate. I'm not saying 3D. I'm talking about two-dimensional thing. That will be your guide for 3D Max. So just an example. I will go here to Tools, Array. I will go for X-axis. I will go for 7. And then I have count also here at the bottom, 7. You can preview it here. How does it look like? So it will be look like that. And then click OK. Now the second thing to do is this. Select all. Wait. Tools, Array. Seven for X and 7 for count. So this will be look like this. See, it's aligned properly. So it's here. You can see in the left, in the front. You can see at the top. You can see in the perspective. Now the second thing to do, select all. What will I do now is this. Tools, Array. I would remove X, the 7 meters change to 0. And then in the Y-axis, I would say 7. And then count, I will change 7 to 3. Check what will happen if I will click OK. See? I have a row of columns here directly. Like that. Remember what I told you? I will create a high-rise building. Now here, of course, high-rise building cannot be created if there is no floor slab for that one. So what I will do again, I will click for the box. This is the sample command that I will use. Highlight like that. See, I have the floor slab. But again, I'm not convinced. I want it in an accurate way. So I want the length will be 14.5. The width 42.5. The height is 0.2. Click enter. This is what will happen. And again, what you will recognize is it's not accurate. So how to be accurate? By the way, you can rename this one to floor slab. I will write floor slab. So this is what happened. What you will do is click the alignment again. So I will click the align. I will click here at the center. X and Y, center, center. Now it's really accurate now. If you can see here, check. Exactly as I wanted to be. in that area. So now let's continue. Here again, I will click this one, but this time I will go to the front elevation. Why? I want to copy the slab multiple times directly going in here. So this is what will happen. I will click tools again. Array. This time, please leave this one 0. Why? I want that every floor is 3 meters now. Then what I want is count 10. It means I have 10 floor slabs going to Y. Check what happened. See? Instant. I already have the floor slab and the floors for the building. Just as easy as that. Very fast and accurate. Within just seconds, it will not even take minutes to create a high-rise building. So these are the methods that you should know how to use this one properly. Now, this is what will happen now. I will change the floor slab size. In the second floor, fourth floor, sixth floor, eighth floor, and 10th floor. So this is what will happen. I will just click this one. The first, and see the changes. I will change the length. I will click the modifier. This will become 16.5. And then the width will be 44.5. Height the same, 0.2. Enter. See? I can change directly as I want. So now, what are the things that we have to do? We already have the building. Of course, we will create the things. Of course, if it is high-rise building, we will create wall. We cannot use concrete hollow block here. It's better to use light materials like curtain walls or maybe glass. Now, what I will do here is this. I will create a glass. So look closer. I will create again box, just like this. Again, it's not accurate. What I want is this. I want to create a glass on the side. The length will be 0.025 meter. So that is the thickness of the glass. The width will be 42. And then the height will be 27 meter, of course. So what I will do, class, is this. Again, align this one properly. I will click X and Y. It is aligned properly. So if you look closer here, this is considered as my glass. So what I will do, so that it will be look like a glass, I will click here the material editor. If I will click the material editor class, I can change the material as I want. So like this. This one will appear. The purpose of material editor, by the way, is to create some things that you need to do in your materials in your objects. So if I want concrete, if I want glass, it is all here. If I want some steel, aluminum, all it is here. If you will click arc and design, so there's a lot of things. So you have standard, architectural design, autodesk ceramic, concrete, generic, glazing, hardwood, masonry, metal, metallic paint, mirror, solid glass, stone, wall paint, water. So all is here. You have the things that you need to do. So in porcelain, so there's a lot of types. In tiles, there's a lot also of things. So we have our own material library in 3D Max. And here again, we have here a lot of things in flooring, You can see carpet. So you have here the types of carpet that you need. If you will see wood, there's a type of wood that you can use. American cherry, Ediruba, natural, bamboo, etc. All of the above is here. So what we will do, class, again, I will click this object because I want this one to be changed in glass. So again, I'm in the current here. If you can see, this is solid glass. I will click assign material, check what is the changes. See, it will change now. So this material now is changed to glass. So what I will do now, just copy this thing and put it in the back. If you can see here at the back, this is an empty space. Wait for a while, I will rotate. I will show you. See, this is an empty space. And even on the side, still an empty space. So what I will do again, click this one, edit, clone, copy, align. I will click the center. Instantly, I have the object now. See, both of the front and the back have the material glass now. Now, my problem here on the side, on the right side and in the left side. So what I will do now, just click here again or just copy this one. So I will select the glass. Edit, clone, copy. Okay. Now I will change and modify the length of the glass 2 because the glass 1 is the front and the back. So I will be using the side now. I will be creating a glass. So the length will be 14 meter. The width would be 0.25. That is the thickness, of course, of the glass. The height is 27. Click. If I will click enter. See? This is the glass now that I need to create. If I will click this one, X and Y, center to center, accurately it goes there. It's 0.025. So that is the thickness of the glass. So I will start here and put glass here at the left side. I will click align, going to X-axis. Okay, so it is here now. Now again, the second thing, I will copy again because our right side is empty. My dear friends, it will be look like this. I want to put something again, the glass. So I will click here, edit, clone, copy. I will click on the side. Check what happened. We already have with pure glass. So it's complete now. So that's how to make things easy when it comes to creating a 3D Max. Now, again, I will make this one a group because I want to create a cross type of building. So how I will do that? Again, select this one. Click group. I will say building 1. Then I will say OK. After this one, check what happened. The good thing about here in the perspective is you have the bird's eye view. See, you can see at the top, you can see at the bottom, you can see the side, you can see at the back as you like. So this is what happened. I want to create a cross type of building. So I will just edit, clone, copy. Then I will say rotate. If I will rotate this one, I would say 90. See, 90 degree. I already have this type of building with an instant. See? Now, the building is useless without the plane or the ground. Because before creating a building or designing a building, you should have what we call this one in Arabic croquis or lot plan. So I will use plane. I will make as big as I can. This is the lot area, by the way. So this will be look like this. Check what happened. I will make this one as green. Okay. So imagine you have the building now. The desired building that I told you, the high-rise building. So when it comes to high-rise building, it's very easy to create when you are making that one in 3D Max because again, high-rise building is repetitive. Whatever size you have in the ground, second, third, fourth, that is typical. The meaning of typical means the same. So if I will creating this one as an apartment, I will make this one as group again and check what happened. I will select. I will make this one as group. So this will be building 2. If I will copy this one, check what happened. See, I can create a rows of building. So group of buildings already. So if you will look here in the bird's eye view, in the perspective, check what happened. I have a row of buildings already done within just seconds. I'm not talking about minute here. So how many buildings I have now? I have 6 building. High-rise building to be created. Now this is a good thing. When you are done here, you can import this one in Lumion so that it has a fine rendering. Now, I'm always talking about rendering. Rendering, by the way, class is a final touch. So just an example like this. If I will click this one, render production, check what happened. See, it will render here. It's a different view. You can see the material glass. But again, no life. Why I'm saying there is no life? Again, class, if you are studying the basic drawing, if you want to a real life or realistic artistic drawing, you should know how to put shade and shadows. Okay, so what are shade and shadows? Okay, that is from the lights. We should have a light for this one so that we can create shade and shadows properly. So what are the things that we have to do? Okay, as I have told you, the number one requirements is light. Now, if we are creating a building, what will be the source of light? Of course, sunlight. So where should we put that one? Of course, above the building. And again, based on architectural standard of shade and shadow, we have 2 types of shadow. That is 45-degree in the morning, that is 9 o'clock. And we have 45-degree also in the afternoon, that is 3 o'clock. So if we say 9 or 3, we can create shadow for this one. So imagine this is your building now. You want to render this one in perspective. So how you will put lights for this one? Again, I will render again this one and check the difference. I will click the render setup. I want it in high resolution, 800 by 600. If I will render, check what happened. See, no life. Only the building itself, the glass itself that I can see. But there is no life. Okay, I will put light now so that at least we can see that it's like alive, breathing. So I will go for standard. I will click for Omni. Now make sure this Omni light you will just click once when you put it in the top. Once only. Click, right click. You can see now the Y and the red if you will right click that one. So I will go up, put it here. So this is my shadow now. And let's see in the perspective if I've already created the shadows. So that is the view. I want it in a good view. Okay, let's say like that. So I will go here for final rendering. See, we have the shadow now. And you can see the reflection of the lights. See, even the groove the shadow will follow. So that's how easy 3D Max is when it comes to using this type of software. So again, I want to change the shadow. I can move as I like. So I will move it here. I will make it more higher this time. I will render it again. See, the more higher I do, the more the shadow is spreading now. Just like that. See, you can see a real building now. So again, it depends upon the user, what view you wanted to do. Okay, we have two options again when we do this. Here, you are using the perspective view, but there are other options that you can focus. For example, I want to create a lot of views so that every time I want my desired view, I will just touch it in one click. Because this time, if I want a different view, I will click this one again. Rotate, something like that. It will take time. So what I will do is this. If you study photography, we have what we call camera angle. So it is just like this. If you want it in 1-point perspective, 2-point perspective, multi-point perspective, those are the angles and basic things that you should do when it comes to photography. So this is what will happen now. I will not use this orientation for 3D, this one, that I always be clicking, this one. North, south, or something like that. Check what happened, and we can see here the perspective. I will create by using the camera. Okay, so if you can see here, the first, that is geometry. As I've told you, geometric figures. The second, that is shapes. By the way, if I will click shape, I can still create some lines here. See? So that is 2D. If I will create a circle, I can still create a circle. 2D. That is two-dimensional, just like in AutoCAD. If you can see here again, the third one, this is the lights. The fourth one is camera. So check what happened. I will click the target. Do it like that. You can see the camera now. Now, this is what will happen with reference. If you are using the camera, of course, you have the height and you have the target. So changing height is not possible in the top. What we will do, we'll go to the front. Okay, let's say I will move this one. That will be my height. I will transfer to camera target. It's here now. It will be look like that. Check what happened. This is perspective. I will just right click. I will click camera 1. See, it changed instantly. Just as easy as that. Okay, I will make a copy for again for another camera. Edit, clone, copy. So this will become camera 2. I will change the color to red. I will make it more higher. If I will change camera 1 to camera 2, check what happened. See, I'm in the bird's eye view. If I want to go back to camera 1, I can see directly as I wanted. So no need for me, if I will go back to perspective, again, no problem. You can do as you like. See? And do the perspective thing in your desired angle of perspective. So I will copy again. I will create a lot of camera. So this is camera 3 now. I will change the color. I will change the angle to up. Camera target down. Let's see how does it look like. Camera 3. Camera 3 look like that. See, if I will click the camera 3, I can change the angle as I like. See? If I will click the camera 1, I can change the camera. This is camera 1 again. I can change the angle as I like. This is camera 2. I can change the angle as I like. So I will say select camera 1. I will edit camera 1. That is the camera 1. I don't like because I can see the bottom. So what I will do, I will just go here and create like that. See? I can change the views that I wanted to see. See? I will be using man's eye view here in camera 1. In camera 2, of course, when you edit camera 2, what you will do is change the height again. Move. So this is what will happen. Easy, fast, accurate. This will help for the designers to create their work in an easy way and with accuracy. So this is the tools that you need to practice. So again, it's easy. Just memorize the tools because this one here in 3ds Max, we are memorizing the toolbars and how to use it. Not like in AutoCAD that you will memorize the command. Again, I repeat, in AutoCAD, you will be memorizing the commands. For example, I will make some lines. I will type L, enter, then distance of the line, and then it will be like that. If I will create a rectangle, I will type REC, means shortcut of rectangle. Now, this is what will happen here. In 3D Max, we are not using shortcuts here. We are using the proper toolbar. So, familiarity of toolbars. If you can see here, this is the main toolbar. Select link, all the things is here. Select by name, select object, rectangular selection, window crossing, select and move, rotate. By the way, rotate, it is possible. So I will just make one copy for this one, edit, clone, copy. I will go back to perspective now. So in the perspective, so that you can see the rotation. I will click move. See, if I will say rotate, check what happened to the building. It will rotate in your desired orientation. See? It is rotating now. So just as easy as that. Now, when it comes to 3D Max, there's a lot of, again, secrets for this one. I'm just showing you the best figure can be done in an easy way. But some of other complicated things, we have what we call this one as modifier, like this. If you can see the modifier list, for example, again, I will select the third building, this one. What I will do in modifier list is slice this one, slice, slice, like Kanjar. This is what will happen. I will create the slice plane. Check what happened. Wait. I will click the object, modifiers list. I will go for slice. Slice plane. We have here. Remove bottom, see what happened. It is being cut. So I have a section now. So those are the secrets in 3D Max. You can cut, modify some of the things. So I will go to undo. So again, transferring cameras, this is a click camera 1, this is our view. Click camera 2, this is our view. Click camera 3, this is our view. So if I will render this one, this will be look like this. See? Okay, now we have the buildings, then how we will create roads again, driveways or something like that. Again, the same procedure. You will go to create. standard. So I will be using this one. For example, I will make roads here. The height is 0.25. I will change the color. This will be my road to gray. I will rename road. The length will be, let's say, 16 meters. That will be like that. The width will be 500. See? Edit. Clone. Copy. I want to create another road in here. See? I have the roads. Edit. Clone. Copy. I will change this one to 16. I will change this one to 500. I have the cross minor road in between. Check. Edit. Clone. Copy. See? Just as easy as that. If I will render, you can see the roads now. Connecting from one building to another. So I can drive by car, I can do the things properly. So what are the other things again? If you will see here, it's becoming slower. The more objects you are making here in 3D Max, the more it becomes slower when it comes to rendering. So again here, there's another things here. We call this one as EEC extended. So what are the things that we have here? Class, by the way, if you are making some fence or something like that, property line, we have the wall here, like this. I will just say, create the wall, the width is 0.3. The height is 5 meters. Check what will happen if I will create. See? I can create instantly the boundary line. See? Instant. Again, I repeat. I will go to the perspective thing. I will go to perspective because I can rotate anytime I want. In camera, it's difficult to rotate. If I will create a fence here, means boundary line, I will click the wall and put it covered like this. Just as easy as that. See? I already have the fence within just a few clicks that I want. Now, we have also here the foliage. When it comes to foliage, what we have here is the plant library. So what are the plant library class? You have here trees, shrub, pines, bigger plants, and trees, flowers. So let's try one. So if I will say, I want to import here the big yucca. So I will just click here, drag in the top view. See, it's become very big. If it is very big, you go to modifier, change the height to, I would say 20. Oh no, just 15 is enough. See, it becomes small instantly. So we will put a lot of plants here. I will just do edit, clone, copy. Again, that is part of landscaping. Edit, clone, copy. Edit, clone, copy. So this will be look like this. Edit, clone, copy again. We want more landscaping in our building. Edit, clone, copy. So imagine within this is just one drag and then copy. Everything will be easy for the artists or 3D modelers. So the work here is, let's say, less work when it comes to 3D Max. As long as you know how to use the softwares properly, this is very easy. So let's render and try. It will become slower now. See? We have a lot of plants now. We look it closer. Render it again. See, you can see the shadows clearly. Our building, the clear glass, and the trees. So let's try another one. Trees. Which one I would like? I want a colorful tree. So I will be using Japanese flowering cherry tree. So I will do, click this one, drag here. It's becoming big again. Click the modifier. I want the height only 20. So here, I have the tree. Edit, clone, copy. I will put another tree on the left side. I will use another tree. This time, I want this generic oak. Click it here. It's big again. Click for the height. I will say 25. So that is 25 meters high. I will copy this one again. Edit, clone, copy. Put it here. Edit, clone, copy. Edit, clone, copy. So this will be look like that. Now we'll go for rendering again. Click this one, the teapot. It will show you some rendering. So just as easy as that. With shade and shadow, you have the landscaping now, you have the trees. So these are the things that the 3D Max can do. That's why I would say this is really good for modeling. Okay, let's check to another view. Let's go to camera 1. Camera 1, render. How does it look like? So it will be look like that. Okay, let's download some background. I will try to download a sky. I will download a sky, a high resolution sky. And let's try if we can put this one in a background. Where is that? I will just paste it in the desktop, save. So I will try to put a background here. What I will do is this. I will do to rendering, environment. I will put environment here. I will choose bitmap. I will go for desktop. Okay, now look what happened, my dear friends. If I will render now, I just put a background. I have my building, I have my background, I have the shade and shadow. Now, it depends what material you want. Type of grass, so you will just put material here. So now, in our glass, the what we call this one, the uh, sky is reflecting in our glass. Let's find a good background here. Let's say high-rise building. Okay, we'll change the background now. I will go to another rendering. I will go to environment. I will change. I will click the bitmap. I will use this one. Okay. Now let's render it again. As you can see, the background is changing now. Okay, it's rendering now. This is the camera 1. We'll go to camera 2. This will be look like this. So we will go for rendering. How does it look like? Check what happened. So this is how it looked like in camera 3. Camera 2, I mean. We'll go to camera 3. So this will be our final rendering. So again, we create these things easily using the software 3D Max. By the way, my dear friends, there's a lot of what we call this one tutorial in YouTube. You can research that one by one. But again, please organize, memorize the toolbars, and know its function. If you know the function of every toolbar in 3D Max, it's very user-friendly, easy, and accurate. And I think this is the thing that I can share for you as of now. So thank you very much for attending the meeting, and please keep safe, everyone. So this is the 3D Max software. So salam alaikum. This is us for now. So thank you very much for attending the meeting.